Welcome to another episode. This time, we're taking a look at my favourite arcade games from Technos. Technōs Japan was founded in 1981 and made a name for itself with a series of unforgettable arcade and console games. They were behind some of the biggest hits of the 80s and 90s, playing a major role in the rise of the scrolling beat-em-up genre and leaving a lasting impact on gaming history. Sadly, the company faded away in the late 90s, but their legacy lives on through the classics they left behind. This list won't feature any of the games released on the Neo Geo hardware, so with that in mind, let's begin with my pick for number 10. Released in 1987 as part of the Kunio-Kun series, Super Dodgeball took the sport, gave it that Technos charm, and turned it into something special. Each match features two teams battling it out, and it's your job to take down the opposition and to travel a world beating different opponents. The real fun was in the two-player mode. It's fast, chaotic, and full of those satisfying moments when you send an opponent flying. Released by Data East in 1984, Karate Champ laid the groundwork for the fighting game genre. The dual joystick controls allowed for precise strikes and blocks, making every fight feel like a real martial arts match. The colourful graphics and charming animations gave it personality, and while the controls feel dated now, they were innovative at the time. It's a true classic that set the stage for the likes of Street Fighter, the King of Fighters, and everything that followed.
Point.
Released in 1986, Neketsu Koha Kunio-Kun, known as Renegade in the West, is a beat-em-up that pits you against different gangs in intense street brawls. This was the game that set the stage for the likes of Double Dragon, Final Fight, and Streets of Rage. It's an absolute classic, and since beat-em-ups are one of my favourite genres, it's one of the most important games of all time. Released in 1988, China Gate is a platform brawler based on Journey to the West. You choose from 3 playable characters, each based on animals from the classic tale and armed with their own weapon. Each stage features a tower layout where you must clear out all of the enemies before the boss arrives. Combat is simple, with an attack, jump and special move button giving you just enough variety to handle the challenge. China Gate is a bit of an obscurity, but one that still stands out thanks to its distinct setting and unmistakable Technos charm. Released in 1990, The Combat Tribes takes place in a futuristic New York City, blending elements from Renegade's arena-style combat with the action and gameplay of Double Dragon. You get 3 playable characters, each with their own fighting style, and the action is brutal and intense. I was never overly keen on the visual style, but the gameplay more than makes up for it, especially when compared to Double Dragon 3, which this easily outshines. Released in 1989, WWF Superstars immediately caught my attention, as at first glance I thought it was a Double Dragon game set in a wrestling ring. The game featured tag team matches with stars like Hulk Hogan, Big Boss Man and the Ultimate Warrior, leading to a final showdown with Andre the Giant and the $1 Million Man. It may have been overshadowed by its successor, but it's still a fantastic wrestling game and definitely worth playing. Released in 1993, Shadow Force is a fantastic game that showcases Technos' mastery of experimental beat-em-ups. It features complex controls, special moves, and 4 playable characters, but what really sets it apart is the ability to possess enemy characters, giving you a completely new set of moves. The graphics and music are excellent, adding to the overall experience. Unfortunately, it flew under the radar when it was released, which is a shame as it's a great example of the genre. Released in 1988, Double Dragon 2 was originally planned as an upgrade kit for the first game, before becoming a full sequel. This time, Billy and Jimmy are out for revenge, battling through new stages filled with tougher enemies and even having to deal with farm machinery. The controls were changed to be more like Renegade, with separate attack buttons for left and right, while new moves like the Hurricane Kick added more variety. The soundtrack is just as good as the first game and provides the perfect backdrop for the Lee brothers to take their revenge. Released in 1991, WWF WrestleFest took everything great about WWF superstars and made it even better. The roster was expanded with new additions like Sergeant Slaughter, Mr. Perfect, and Earthquake. The Royal Rumble was a fantastic new mode that kept the action intense, but watch out, if you're not careful, you can get thrown out in seconds, and that's happened to me a few times before. In the main event, you had to battle through multiple tag teams before earning a title match against the Legion of Doom. No other wrestling game has ever captured the excitement and atmosphere of the WWF or the WWE quite like this one. It may be predictable, but my choice for number 1 is Double Dragon. Released in 1987, this was the game that started my love for scrolling beat-em-ups. Playing as the Lee brothers, you fought your way through each stage using punches, kicks, elbows, and whatever weapons you could grab. The soundtrack is incredible, with some of the most memorable music in video game history. It was always my go-to game in the arcade, and even the game's slowdown didn't stop me from smashing a Bobo with a baseball bat just one more time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to the channel for more retro gaming content.